Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. Today is going to be a lash with me, and then I'm also going to be talking about a very important topic that not a lot of lash techs talk about. But this is a set we're going to be doing here. This is a natural babe set, and throughout this whole set I will be using W-shaped lashes, and I'll be alternating in between 3D and 4D W-shaped lashes. Oh, and I'll be tossing in some 6D fans as well. And it's going to be a 0.5 D curl. And starting off in the inner corner, first of all, this is going to be a doll eye. So starting off in the inner corner, we're going to be going in with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then 14 is going to be right in the middle or a little bit off center, not by a lot at all. And then in the very tail end, well, starting from the middle to the end, it is going to be 13, 12, 11, and 10. So yes, it's going to be, it's a pretty easy set. I mean, to be completely honest, if you're obviously somebody who's used to using 2 to 4 different links, this may be a little bit difficult, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, it goes by really quick. I think this set in total took me about an hour and 45 minutes to complete, so that is not long at all. I promise it will get better, it will get better, it will get better. Of course, I mean, it just depends on what type of lash artist you are. I'm the type of lash artist, baby, I will use all the links in the tray if I can. You know, I love dimension, and that's just me. Not to say you can't get dimension with other links in other ways, but this is how I get my dimension, you know? That you're gonna have your way on how you get your dimension. And yeah, all we can ever do is take inspiration, and yeah, that's basically it. Alrighty, so I was asked, how do I deal with cancellations? Now, first of all, there's a lot of different layers to this, and legally, right? First of all, let's go over deposits. Technically, we should be calling our deposits booking fees, and they're not technically supposed to be deposits. Even though for most places, deposits, it is subtracted from the final balance, and you do have an option of doing no refundable or non-refundable deposits. It still isn't the correct wording. If somebody takes you to court right now and you're using deposits, or you're saying non-refundable deposits, it's not going to stick the same way that you think it's going to stick. So it should be called a booking fee. And girl, I still call it deposits. You know, on my website it still says deposits, but you just never know who in the hell you're gonna fly into. You never know who's out there trying to bait you. And honestly, I should change it myself as well. But that's just something to know and understand. You know, a lot of the times not a lot of the times, but sometimes we'll see a certain aspect of a career blowing up online. So for instance, a lot of beauty creators or service providers are really going viral online because, you know, they're showing off the lifestyle, being a lash tech, being a nail tech, being a hairstylist, this and that, but they don't ever go into the background and logistics of it, and sometimes they don't even know themselves until they're actually put into a situation, you know. Even if you go to school, there are certain aspects of it out here in the real world that you just won't get and you won't understand, because they don't go out and teach that, not until it actually happens to you, and then you're like, oh man, and then you start trying to warn everybody else, basically. But I remember about a year ago I found out that you're actually supposed to call it a booking fee and not a deposit, because if you refuse, even if you say a non-refundable deposit, and you know there's still somewhat of a battle, this person wants their deposit back and yada yada yada, it can become an issue. But what's good about lash techs is usually we don't have big deposits. You know, usually the deposit's like less than $50. For me personally, my deposit is $5. That is insane. that is just something that's how I run my business. And I choose a $5 deposit because I want to make the bulk of my money when my client comes. And if I ever did run into that person that was really anal like that about deposits, it's super duper easy for me to send you your measly little dollars back. Your $5 bill. That's very easy versus trying to gain more money to send back to somebody that I don't even want to mess with right now. So that's what I like to do with $5 deposits. I also have loyal clientele. I have been doing this for 4 years, and so my clientele kind of knows me. I kind of know them. If I ever need to take an L, then I take an L. But as far as that, not really. If you are somebody who's brand new starting out, I will suggest taking $20, $25, $30, $40, max $50. I guess depending on how you're priced and what location you're at. But yeah. What else? So after the deposits and this is not. Oh, what if somebody cancels on you? Like very last minute. I used to have a cancellation clause into my booking service. Now, it used to be if you didn't make your appointment or you need to cancel less than 24 hours, yada yada yada, you'd have to pay half of your service that was already booked, and then you'd forfeit your deposit. Now, that worked for me very well. Thankfully, I never came across somebody who was like really messed up about it. But honestly, I don't know if it's just me. I would feel bad taking money from my client, even though I know I didn't perform a service, even though I know that this is my job, So if you're the type of person who will feel bad, it's honestly your choice. But to put that aside, put your feelings aside, because at the end of the day, this is business, And although my feelings get away in my business a lot, that's something I need to work on. But that's honestly something I wouldn't even recommend. Charge everybody, right? But also look at your state laws, because it could be illegal. You taking money out of somebody else's account without actually giving them a service, even though you have it in your policy, can make it illegal. First and foremost, how do I put this? At my booking site, I have a form that everybody fills out before they finish booking. Yada yada yada. It lets them know they could put an e-signature and yada yada yada. This is not right. However, e-signatures aren't going to get you that far in the long run. So essentially oh my gosh, this is so hard to explain, but you need to have proof, in this day and age where technology is just huge. Everything that's on the internet is not what it seems, If all of this seems fine and dandy outside here in the real world, right? But when you put into the legality of everything, a lot of the things that we do nowadays will just not stick. E-signature is not going to stick. You're taking out money out of their account if they don't approve it. Even if you say, oh, they signed my policy, or, oh, they know my policy. That doesn't matter. You may come across one person who was just like, what the fuck? And, legal fees are expensive, right? But there's some people out there who are just so sue happy that they don't even care how much the legal fees add up to, as long as they're taking you down, as long as you're taking your business down. They literally do not care. Your lash set could be $60. They will spend $1,000 just on legal fees just to get back at your ass. I don't quite understand it, but it's honestly true. I've heard so many horror stories, and I want you guys to protect yourself. You have to look into these things, do your research. when you're a lash tech and you're making up forms, or even get your forms professionally made, that could be another option. You can get your forms professionally made and also notarized, so that when you are getting your new clients to sign these forms, you know that it's correct. You know that it's accurate. You know that there's no little loopholes in between the forms and this and that. But yeah, you really just have to be careful. I would say, if you can take your percentage, take it. However, just know that there may be that one person who's just going to fuck it up. And for that reason, I've never dealt with that. But with me, with me being such a little softie, I am a little softie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a softie. I don't like to take my clients' money. I like to work for my money. I don't know what it is that's just in my bones. I love to work for my money. I just honestly, I stopped charging the 50% and I would just take the L. That's something we have to deal with in business, you know? Even though it would be much better to have a $50 bill, or half of my deposit, or half of what I would be making, I also understand you gotta take the L. For me personally. That's gonna keep me out of legal trouble from somebody who wants to fuck around and find out. That's gonna cause me less headaches. Because when I was taking half of what was being charged, sometimes the card wouldn't go through. Because people have their cards locked, and that'd just be a whole nother stressor. I'd reach out to them, let them know. Some people wouldn't respond to me at all. Some people would respond to me, say, oh yes, I'll send it to you, and then they never do send it. It's just a whole hassle, and it can start unnecessary arguments, to be completely honest. And I just don't like to deal with that. So that is my take on it, to be honest. I hope you were able to gather anything from that. I know I just said a whole lot, and yeah, I hope you're able to gather anything from that. If you want to, you can, but just look at the legality, things of it, you know, really find out. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that you can do it, you know? That's almost the same as PPP loans, you know? Everybody was getting it. Doesn't mean that everybody's not going to go to jail for it, you know? Like, be for real. But yeah, that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Big mistake, play the game. Should've never given it away. No, I didn't mean to. You get hurt at all. I appreciate the time with you. My heart is when I'm with you. I don't think we're compatible. It's just not impossible. No, we all kinda selfish, baby. Please don't judge me. Please don't. I think I need to. I just need to go ahead and leave. Be lonely. Leave you while you're lonely. Leave you while you're lonely. Please don't fall in love with me. You're lonely. You don't even know me. I leave you lonely. Found
Are you on your way? Are you on your way? Are you on your way? Are you coming soon to me? No parking in LA, so I'ma send an Uber to your place. It's my secret safe, safe with just you and me. We can't leave a trace. This is my favorite